Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I got a anything but 10 strategy, and I also got a new shot that earlier today I shot a 64 shots before a 10, and then the next shot was a 31 before a 10. So what I do is I actually put the dice on 6-4, 6-4, but when I throw them through the air, just push them through the air and try to get no spin on them. And what usually happens is when they land, they don't come back to the 6-4. So that's the new shot. And the new wrinkle for the strategy is I got 600 bucks here. I'm going to invest 300 into the 10, the lay 10. I know that's half the bankroll. Most of this is just because I'm just showing the strategy. You should be playing this strategy with more than $600, but you don't have to. You can play it this way. If I roll a 12 on the come out, I'll just drop 15 bucks. I'm not going to worry about fooling with the do we don't. All right, here we go. We're working. So I'm just pushing this shot more, trying to keep it from spinning. And there's a 4-1-5. All right, and so far, I mean, it's just done amazing. All right, so we win 35, and we're going to take 50 off of the 10. Now I know that affects the 7 as a winner, but not really. It just changes it. Here you're winning on your 7. Every hit is like a win on the 7 too, because it's going to cover when you do lose. And there's the 5 right back, 3, 2, 5. All right, here we go. Drop 50 more for here. And so this is eliminating the risk on the 10 that people seem to have a huge problem with. So I said, man, how would I do it if you wanted as little risk on the 10 as you could get pretty quick? All right, so there's our first 7. That's actually a come out 7. It doesn't matter because we're always working. So I'm going to pay it outright. So we lose 135, right? Lost 135. We have 200, so that's going to win 100, right? 100, and we're going to drop 5 bucks for the vig. All right. So remember, we had 135 that we lost. All right. So here we have 150, 165. So we didn't lose. We just transferred the way we get paid on the 7 is basically all we did. All right, replace the 300. All right, 6-4, 6-4. Again, I'm just doing it like I'm always shooting. That way I can kind of show the shot. Hopefully I have another really great one. And there's the 5. For whatever reason, I do get a lot of 5s out of it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense because I honestly don't think there's really any control in this shot. I think it's all based upon that if you can get them to land relatively soft and basically on these 2 numbers, that it's going to be really hard to get them 2 numbers back. And I think that's all that encompasses it. And there's another 5, 4-1. But for whatever reason, even when I was shooting earlier, I was just rolling lots of 5s. All right, it's $50 more. Getting that exposure off there. And eventually, if we get all 6 hits, it takes 6 hits to go from 300 to 0. If we get all 6 hits, then we'll go into a builder and try to go back up. And there's a 5-1, 5-1-6. All right, 35 bucks. Drop 50 off the 10. And the 7. Okay, so we got the 7 again. No big deal. Again, we've changed the way we went on the 7 to over here. So I'm going to do it correctly. These are loser money. We have, that's 150. We're going to get paid 75. And then we're going to have to drop $3 in VIG. So we're going to get $2 returned. All right, so remember we had 135 out there. We got 75 back. There's 150, 170, 175, 177. So as you can tell, this is all racked up. It's still profit. It still wins on the 7. It just wins differently. All right, go back up there. I wish I'd have been keeping track of how many rolls this is, because the few times that I did it earlier, I went with this new shot, I went long rolls without a 10. All right, here we go. And there's a hard 6, 35 bucks. And what this does is when you do finally roll a 10, hopefully it's not the first roll of your new setup, and you eliminate a bunch of the risk. You know, if you roll a 10 at the $50 level, the $100 level, you've already made way more than that. And there's a 3 something. 358. 35 bucks, drop 50 off the 10. And now, is this a speed demon profit strategy? No, this is a slower profit on this version, but it's a safer strategy for the people that are worried about the 10 too much. I don't remember if I dropped 50 bucks up there. All right, I rolled a hard 4, so I'm gonna drop $1 and get 50. Let me count it up. Okay, 200. I'll take 50 off. Okay, so it was right. 6464, push shot. All right, here we go. And there's the 7. All right, again, it doesn't control no 7s out. Nothing like that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, that's a $75 winner. We're gonna drop this and get 2 back. So we've already went through this a few times. We know it still wins. So if you're curious what we're ahead, right? So there's 300, 400, 425, 500, 600. So we're up about 130 bucks. Again, this is not as fast, but it is more conservative and more, as long as you don't hit the 10 on the first or the second roll, I mean, you take away a huge portion of what you lose, right? It's $35 because you're taking that away and adding 35 over here. So you're kind of catching it from both sides. The 7s is what slows the strategy down in this version. All right, there's the 415 again. Again, I don't know how many rolls this is without a 10. It looks very similar to what was happening to me earlier. For whatever reason, this just seems to work. And there's the hard 4. Got 2 4s there, so we were 1 turn of the dice away at that time. All right, $35, but it didn't happen. Drop 50. All right, here we go. And a 6.5. Yep. And so all this is doing is just transferring risk from the 10 to the box numbers, but you're covering it with the profit. So you're never at any risk really. There's the 7. You're never at any actual risk besides the 10. 75 again. And we're going to drop $3 in VIG. I don't know if it's 2 or 3, it just depends on where you're at. And we're going to go back up. I'm waiting to get to 6 hits. We haven't got to 6 hits yet. If we get to 6 hits, then I can show you the builder that I'd like to do after you get to 6 hits, because once you get to 6 hits, you should be up about $240. 200, 240, somewhere in there. All right, here we go. And a 628, $35 winner. Now again, this one is not as fast from a profit standpoint because you're taking away from the 7 covering everything, being covered all the way. It actually is turning into a negative number. Yeah, it's not just, it doesn't cost you anything. All right, so that was a 0.7 there. And actually, the further down you get into this lay, the actually it gets worse, but it never goes bad. So that's 250 is going to be 125, and we're going to owe $6, I guess. Drop this, get 4 back. So we had 135 out there. There's 125, 150. So we just make a little bit on the 0.7. It's like basically just like winning on the 7. In the normal strategy, you're going to win a couple of bucks. It's actually maybe even a little better because you only win $7 normally. And this, the 0.7, you win like 30. So, all right. Here we go. And there's a come out 7. So I'm actually, the come out 7 is just like the normal thing. So it's a $7 winner. That's what that is. But this 6464 and then trying to throw the dice with no spin on them has been working very well for me. There's the 549. And I mean, it's been working very well for me in this video, but it's been consistent. It's been by far the best one so far. It's got a lot smaller sample size than the other ones, but I've basically been practicing just solely with this today. And there's the 7, so another 0.7. That's the one thing it doesn't do as well as the other ones. The other ones tend to last longer against the 7. So what you could do right here without, did we take money off? We did. Okay, so we did right. All right, so again, that's 250. It's going to win 125, which is right there. We're going to owe $7 in VIG, which is right there. So we made $30. Well, not quite. We made $23 after if you'd count the big. All right. So let's put our 300 back up there. These 0.7s ain't getting it. We need to get a few more numbers. But the 6.4 works. So I guess if this is 0.7 After 0.7, just so be it. All right, here we go. 6-5, yep. That was actually kind of a bad shot. They started spinning instead of flipping, and I have no idea what will happen when that happens for sure. All right, I need to dial it in a little better. And there's the 426, another 35 bucks. And so again, at any time, you know, you're winning money here. You're up, we're probably getting up close to $200, I would say. You know, it'd be time to probably be going. You're only playing with $600. $200 is 30%, 33% of your profit. I mean, 30% of your bankroll. And there's our first 10. 5-5, and that seems to be the one that I get. All right, so I don't know how many rolls that was. That was quite a few rolls. It was probably in the 20s. All right, so let's see what happened. Let's see where we're at. See how bad that hurt us. Because I think we lost 250 there probably. And that probably reset us, which is not actually very good. Oops. All right, there's 450. Yeah, it basically reset us. We're actually $1 down right at this point. That's why you should be playing with a goal in mind. All right, so this time, since I'm obviously not making it to the 6th roll to show the builder tonight, let's play with a little bit of a goal in mind this run here. All right. Let's say we're looking to get up $100. Let's choose $100. That's 1/6 of what you brought. And there's the 8. Oh, we gotta have our keppers on. So $100 is actually very easy to get $35 at a time. It is 3 wins. Take 50 bucks off. It is literally just 3 wins. So we need 3 wins and we will be up $100. And there's a 4. 2 wins if you roll the 4. Not, you have to roll 2 4s. Now let's drop $1. Get 50. So this is another way. Oh, we need to get 50 bucks off there. Here we go. $426. So that we'd be up $100 right here. That's how quick this can go. You'll be up $100 right here. Bam. So now, if we wanted to, we could essentially play inside for free. We could take that 4 down and only be $10 invested in the game if we wanted to. Because here's our 100 bucks. We wouldn't even actually be 10 bucks invested in the game because we got a 120 sitting here. So we could actually, I mean, we're $10 invested in the game now. If we take that 10 down, we're literally only $10 invested at this point. So you could definitely take that 10 down here, take the 4 with it, and you got a guaranteed profit and you have 110 inside. I'm gonna try to get to the 6th roll, but these are all things that you can do in this strategy. Basically everything is open in this strategy, everything. There's the 639, and that's what makes this so effective. It's not reliant on one thing besides not rolling 10. That's the only thing that matters. Everything else, you can make every other number on the board a winner. So it turns it into, you can change it at will. You know, you can move in and out of whatever you want to move in and out of. There's a 628, that's going to be the point. 35 bucks. And we're down to our last 50 on the lay. So one more hit and we'll be able to turn into the builder. We'll be able to flip over into the builder. And a yo, 6-5, yo on the come out. Remember, we're always working. No reason to be off. There we go. And the 4-1-5. Okay. 35. We made it all the way down on the ladder or whatever you want to call it. Made it all the way down. Now what do we got? We have 100, 175, 200, 10, 20. We have $225 in profit. So that means that from the builder, we're going to turn over into the builder, which has no 10 in it. We're going to take all this down. Make sure we got our 600 in our rack. That's the key. All right, you got 600 sitting there plus some profit. All of this is go money. All right, this is all go money. Whatever you want to do it here. All right, so I like the build. I like playing a builder type strategy. The 110 inside. Rack these up. Go all the way there. That's how much you earned, right? So you've definitely made profit. You have $600 in your rack plus 70 bucks or so. All right, no need to change. All right, now you're at risk to the 7. I get that, but what I'm just trying to show is that now we're in a builder mode, so we can half press the whole way here for free. We get every number on the board, but it's not going to cost us anything on the 7. And there's the 5, point made 5. I'm still rolling the same way, by the way. Okay, so there's a $35 winner. Rack the green chip. Put them there. Put that there. All right, so we added $20 out of the 35 to the board. And this is what I'm saying by builder, all right? Just build it up. No reason to be off. We'll be working. I mean, you could choose to be off, but I'm not going to worry about it. And there's the 8, 5, 3, 8. So now after the 10 not being your friend for as long as you played it that way, now you like the 10. You want the 10. Let's add that to the 8 there. And so this allows you to make some more money if the roll keeps going. So if you make it 6 hits, you can easily take your chances that it's going to go for a while. And that's what I was getting at with the builder. There's our 7, so we're going to lose here. But so if you make 6 hits, then it's probably worth your time and effort to give it a chance to go, 36 hits. So again, remember we were down $1. Now we are up 50, 75. We're up $95. We're down $1. Now we're up 95, and we just lost 200 out there. So we were up quite a bit. All right. So again, this push in the 6-4 for whatever reason, I just am playing really well with it. It's working very, very well. And honestly, I think when it lands, it doesn't have any control to it all. But what it does do, it's the mechanics behind the throw itself. If you can keep them from really turning in the air and they just land, so when you hit like that, you're not going to get a lot of 6-4s back. It's just, I mean, they literally have to, when they land from up here, it literally has to flip all the way over one of them to land back on the 6. So if it goes sideways, you're basically safe. It's just, it seems like if you can keep them really, really smooth in the air, like a knuckleball, they don't really land on 6-4. Right? So even if you put a little trajectory with it, all right? So here we go. It just doesn't come back to the 6-4 hardly ever. Right? Now you do get some 5-5s out of it. Most all the 10s I've rolled have been 5-5s. In fact, the 10 that I rolled earlier was a 5-5. I think I might May have rolled 2 even, I'm not sure. But I know for one, sure, there was 155. But so, I mean, you're up $95. You can go back to shooting the 6.4, whatever shot you like to shoot. But this regressive style here of the lay 10, it actually works pretty well. It actually, don't get me wrong, it doesn't profit as quickly because you lose a little bit throughout the 7 there. But what it does is it gets the risk off the 10, the big risk, the big hit, every hit. So if you can make it 3 or 4 rolls consistently, your 10's only like $100, $150 at risk. So, I mean, that's where you want to get to. You know, you roll 7s, it is what it is. You're not losing, you're just not profiting heavily. But again, this easily went up $100 with no problem. It's only 3 hits. That's one thing about playing at the $300 level. 3 hits is $100. So you can, if you brought $1,000, you in 3 rolls, you can easily be up 10% of your money with very, very little variance there. You're going to hit 3 rolls a whole bunch of times. But anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and you guys have a great day.